gathered responses from prospective students about what they thought about the world's best student cities. They're really excited by London and New York and Paris and these big cities that have got a lot to offer. But when we look at the student review, those expectations are not necessarily being met. There's a general sense that those cities are a little bit more impersonal. So that's the main place where Montreal has gained a lot of ground.
It's not super
city, architecturally, environmentally, the whole city is seen as very attractive. Second, it's affordable, particularly rents have been mentioned, but also other aspects. Third, the quality of institutions, they are all very well ranked. Fourth, the scene, arts, culture, the nightlife, things that students want to do. And finally, the multiculturalism that stems from that makes Montreal seem like a very welcoming international city.
So this is a video that was sponsored by many of the institutions in Quebec, or in Montreal in particular, to showcase our city. But what's important to notice there is that, and I didn't mention, is that, of course, Montreal and Quebec is a French-speaking province. And some students feel uncomfortable sometimes wondering if they need to have French before they come. In fact, Montreal is a very bilingual city. Those of you who've ever visited our city, you realize that bilingualism is everywhere. I'm actually French, and I'm speaking English perfectly, which is very typical. I'm not an unusual person, I'm actually a typical Montrealer. So students that arrive from countries where obviously French is not a current language feel very comfortable coming to Montreal. They can speak English, and so that's something to showcase and to mention also to your prospective clients. I want to skip over to our school board. So as I mentioned, we are an English school board, public institution. All of our campuses have DLI numbers, and I'll get into that in a minute. Important to know that we, as the largest English school board, we are directly, directly derived from the Ministry of Education. Our diplomas are dispensed by the Ministry of Education. So there's a certain level of degree of quality that you're going to find with an institution like ours. So this is just a split of, to show you a little bit, we do have international students coming from all over the world. Of course, you can expect that India and China would take up a good proportion. But something to understand is that the classes or the programs that we invite our international students to are diverse because we also integrate them with our local students. So we do not have campuses that are strictly reserved to international students. We want everybody to be in the same classes, to have a diverse classroom. So this is a much better experience for the student so that they can mix with other cultures and also improve their English, given that English is the common language in that classroom. So just to mention that because we're a school district, we do not have just one campus. With those 26 programs that you have on that list, you have to understand that we have campuses dedicated to certain programs because the infrastructure is necessary. So for instance, I would have auto mechanics would be in one campus where we have all the equipment needed versus another campus where perhaps culinary arts would be done. So 7 different campuses all located in Montreal. This is important to make students understand that they may not be completely downtown. Okay? Of course, as international students going abroad, they have this concept that they want to be directly downtown. Montreal is a big city, just like Toronto, and there are suburbs, right? Nothing is really that far from downtown. It's not like as big as Toronto, but it's important for you to understand that the location might be different one from another program. So on that sheet of paper, you will find a column where it shows